Namaste friends, I bow down to the divinity in you. Welcome to day 3 of Anubhava, a glimpse of the divinity that you are. So, last 2 days we have discussed what Shiva is according to Trikatantra. Then we discussed what Shakti is according to Trikatantra. Today, on day 3, we are going to discuss briefly about Jiva, or the individual that you are and I am. Jiva is the contraction of this supreme energy and supreme consciousness within an atomic being. See, my friends, you are this pure consciousness. You are this pure energy, Shiva and Shakti. Because this consciousness and this energy is always inside of you at this very moment as well. But you're not supreme consciousness, which can create everything, which can have its own free will to do what it wants to and create multiplicity of creations. You are not that energy that is completely there in the entire universe, having a free hand of creating rules and regulations within the sphere of consciousness that creates and nurtures this entire creation as well. Well, in a way, you are that. But what exactly has happened is during the creation itself, you became a tiny little atomic creation of that supreme consciousness and energy. You became individualized. You became an individual who is a holder of this, who's a tiny little holder of this supreme consciousness and energy. This is who you are. That supreme energy and consciousness contracted into this divine body itself. Being atomic or tiny little one in this nature, you are a part of this creation itself. So, what Trikatantra says, Shiva, the supreme consciousness, Shakti, the supreme energy, and Jiva, that is individual, that is you and me, are not too separate, are not too different than each other. But when this contraction happens, when you were created, you were a tiny little one singular cell, turning into 33.7 million cells. That creates you as you. You become one unit of that consciousness and energy from one tiny little cell itself. So being atomic, or being tiny in nature, Jiva is not too separate from this consciousness and energy. Yet, when this contraction happens, that time a few little limitations come onto you and me. And these limitations are due to Maya herself. Now, don't get Maya wrong as a villainess herself. Maya, or the illusory nature of this entire universe, is the blueprint creator of this universe itself. Now, when this universe is getting created, there are a certain limitations placed for the existence of this universe. And these limitations are the field of Maya, are the creation of Maya Shakti, that is the Shakti of Lord Shiva himself. In other terminologies, we say that Maya Shakti is actually the Swatantra Shakti of Lord Shiva, or unlimited energy of Lord Shiva himself. But You have to understand that this sun which rises from the east on a daily basis requires to burn at certain joules. It is a part of this galaxy and it has to go around this center of this galaxy at a certain speed. Earth rotating around this sun also has to be at a certain speed. The rotation of the earth also has to be at a certain speed. So who creates these rules and regulations? It is Maya Shakti herself. The first limitation that she puts onto us is time itself. Now, my friends, as an individual, you cannot remain at 5 places at one time. You cannot be in 2024, 1957, year 009, and 2073 and 5016 at this moment. So you're bound by time itself. Next is you can't know all the arts of the world. Kala. First one was Kala. Second one is Kala. You can't know all the art forms within you. You can't be a singer, a painter, you can't be a drummer, a vocalist, a poet. You can't be the hero of all, Of course, our Bollywood movies portray the hero of the movie to do all these things, but you cannot be that in totality. So that second limitation, known as Kala, is placed on you. Third limitation is known as Niyati. Niyati is one of the most important factors. Most important factors because you can't be sitting here like I am sitting here in Bangalore right now. I can't be in Delhi, I can't be in Ohio, I can't be in New York and Sydney at this very moment. So I'm bound by space as well. Here I am in this space. So we have to understand that space is also bound in nature. And this space is one of the aspects, the binding aspect of space is one of the aspects of creation, is known as, it comes from Maya itself. Then we have something very, very special. Knowledge, Jnana. You can't have all the knowledge of the creation itself. You cannot. You have knowledge of architecture, let's say. You have the knowledge of doing business, let's say. You have the knowledge of history, let's say, or geography, or algebra, or geometry, but you can't have it all completely within you. So Jnana is also one of the most important limitations that comes onto a human while getting contracted from universality to individuality. So as an individual, you have these 4 plus 1. And then the last wheel that Maya Shakti puts onto us while this contraction is happening is known as Raga. Raga means preferences. I like this, I don't like that. I absolutely adore this and I absolutely hate it. This differentiation or this duality that happens within us, our likes and dislikes that we get imposed with or superimposed with, as I might say, is another contraction or another wheeling or another kanchuka, as Trika Tantra says, of Maya. So this Maya Shakti comes into play. Why? Because of one very, very important factor. If you were timeless, not time bound, if you knew everything, if you were not space bound, if you had all the arts, knowledge of all the arts, and you were free from likes and dislikes, then who would you be? You would, of course, be Shiva and Shakti both. So for you not to become Shiva and Shakti, for you to have to work slightly to merge completely into Shiva and Shakti. To have the Anubhava of this great pure consciousness and great pure energy, you need to work a little. So for you to achieve that, Maya Shakti comes into play. And this Maya Shakti is very, very important. So Swami Lakshmanju, my Guruji's Guru, says one very, very beautiful thing. That Maya is not villainous. Maya is not villainous. Maya, to break her, many millions have tried to break her, to go beyond Maya, but have become unsuccessful. Accepting Maya as she is, accepting our limitations, takes us towards complete and total surrender to this great wheeling energy known as Swatantra Shakti or Maya Shakti of Shiva himself. Makes us understand that we are a tiny little particle in nature, and that surrender that I am very, very tiny. I am a drop of the ocean, but millions like me create the ocean itself. But being so tiny and atomic in nature, having these limitations and accepting those limitations take us towards surrender, which is one of the most important factors on your spiritual journey. So this Maya creates bondages. And these bondages in a human body are three in nature. See, Trika Tantra is always about. So three kind of bondages that we hold it within ourselves. Understand this process fully. First, we need to understand that the first bondage is of separateness. First chain of bondage is of separateness. I am separate than you. You are separate than your wife. Your wife is separate than her mother-in-law. You are separate than your mother-in-law. Whatever this sense of separation, my religion is this, I am separate from that religion. I am of this caste, I am separate from that caste, is the first chain of bondages that you hold within yourselves. To relieve yourself of this bondage, we are going to, of course, embark on the meditation. So, that is the first bondage, which is the thought process which makes you think that I am separate. I am an individual, I am not universal. Second bondage. From this first bondage appears a second bondage, that I feel this way and I feel that way. Now recognize this, a thought comes into your mind. Either it's a good thought or a bad thought. If it's a good thought, you will become absolutely overjoyed with it. But if it's a bad thought, what will it generate? Is the second bondage known as Maya. First bondage is known as Anubhava. And Anubhava, the first bondage is that sense of separation, that I am atomic, separate. I am atomic, I am separate. I am atomic, I am separate. And this separateness, the sense of separateness, causes aggression and violence within ourselves. And this aggression and violence within ourselves then creates a feeling which is known as, at the center of your chest, it is generated, which is known as Maya Mala. I like this, I don't like that. I prefer this and I don't prefer that. So this sense of duality is created within. Either I feel good, either I feel bad. And from this feeling good or feeling bad arises something different, which is at a lower part of your body, just below your navel. You have to understand that either you feel good or feel bad. And then, either from feeling good or bad, what is created within you? That if you're feeling good, amazing. But if you're feeling bad, then you have a want to change something in your life. And that feeling that I must change this and must change that appears just below your navel. This is known as karma mala. Then you take actions in according to that, whether you're feeling good or feeling bad. So these three chains of bondages, known as malas, are superimposed onto you. From individuality to universality. That's the journey of Trika Tantra practitioners. From individuality, if you want to experience the divinity and the universality, you must pay attention to these malas or these bondages that you are holding within yourselves. Those malas have to be broken by this next specific meditation. So to move and to break these bondages, this specific meditation from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra is utilized in a very, very profound manner. We have to become aware of 3 points in the body. 1 point being the center of the eyebrows, 2nd point being at the center of the chest, and 3rd point being just below the navel gate. We are going to take our awareness to these 3 specific points in the body, and then we are going to wait there and see whether there are a few contractions are there, a few limitations that we are holding within ourselves. So this meditation is all about awareness. My friends, pure consciousness known as Shiva gives you the Shakti to become aware. We are going to use that Shakti itself of awareness, and then we are going to see and scan within ourselves if we are holding anything that is not required by us. And awareness, my friends, when you apply it, it only will bring you one thing: truth and bliss. So, Sat, Chit, Ananda can be absolutely and totally experienced at the end of this meditation. Let's begin. Sit up straight with your spinal column absolutely straight. Whether you have to take a backrest or not, I leave that up to you. The posture should be still and comfortable. Sthira Sukham Asana. And when you have assumed this posture that is going to be still and comfortable also, then you may close your eyes. Welcome all the sounds from the outside world and let them not disturb you from this very moment onward. Take your awareness to your breath. And allow this awareness to be very, very gentle. Nothing forceful of any kind, like focus, concentrate, nothing of that sort. Soft, gentle awareness of the breath. stay in this awareness of the breath for the next few minutes to come. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely till the bottom, and exhale. Breathe in deep. Exhale fully. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Return back to your regular pattern of breathing. Keep your awareness now to the center of your eyebrows. Complete and total awareness at the center of your eyebrows. Breathe in deep. Exhale fully. Breathe in deep. Exhale fully. Breathe in deep. Exhale fully. Keeping your awareness at the center of your eyebrows, bring your attention to your thumbs. Awareness, center of the eyebrows, bringing your attention to your thumbs. Just notice these thoughts being created within your mind. How you are nurturing them right now. notice who's the creator of these thoughts. Who is nurturing these thoughts? And who is reabsorbing these thoughts? Like clouds in the sky, thoughts coming, staying for a while, and disappearing. Whatever the thoughts might be, good or bad, observe them with detachment, without labeling them good or bad. Without the judgment of why you're getting these thoughts. Just simply observe this movement, this natural movement of the mind itself. Stay here in this observation of the mind for the next few moments to come. These thoughts and the judgment about these thoughts, good or bad, usable, not usable, and judgment about these thoughts. Is the first bondage known as Anubhava. Just keep observing with awareness. And don't be judgmental about these thoughts within this awareness. Stay here for the next few moments. Bringing your attention now to the center of your chest, the second bondage of your attachments and hatred to material things or roles in the society. Second bondage of chains known as Maya Mala. the bondage of attachments. Keeping your awareness at the center of the chest, take a moment to reflect on your attachment to materialistic things or roles that you're holding on to. I like this, I dislike that. I should be like this and I should not be like that. I like this person and I dislike that person. I like this attachment of emotions and I don't want to be attached to those emotions. I feel good. I feel bad. Notice how these attachments and notice how they influence the sense of self that you have created about yourselves. And now gently, very, very gently, let go of these concepts of likes and dislikes, raga and dvesha, attachments and hatred. Let go of these identifications. Shift your focus now. Shift your awareness now to who is holding on to these attachments. Who is holding on to these expectations about these concepts that you have created for yourselves? Let go of these identifications, these concepts, these judgments. Of people and about yourselves. And shift your focus to that which is watching these attachments at this very moment. Start connecting with this witnessing aspect of pure consciousness. That consciousness being the deeper essence of your own true reality. Connect with that. Connect with that deeper essence of who you are. Beyond these external labels and definitions of likes and dislikes and judgments and concepts of those judgments. awareness at the center of the chest. Sit here in silence and in observation for the next few moments. After recognizing yourself as this pure essence that you are, beyond these layers of identifications, beyond these layers of judgments, who you are, take your awareness now to the area below the navel, to the region of bondages, of karmas or actions. Recognize that you think a specific way, and from that thought process you feel a specific way. And you take actions in accordance to how you think and how you feel in a specific way as well. Whatever this thought, however you feel, the actions coming out of you are a byproduct of those thoughts and of those feelings. Karma marg, the bondage of actions. By staying still in this meditation and just observing thoughts, feelings, and actions, by being a witness to these thoughts, feelings, and actions, by being non-judgmental about these thoughts, feelings, and actions, forget about the thoughts, forget about the feelings, forget about these actions, and pay very close attention that consciousness and energy which is divine in nature and is inside of you. Notice how these impurities that cloud your perception, notice how these malas and bondages create suffering for you. Notice how these impurities within you arise from ignorance and false identifications. Unravel these layers and silently ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Penetrate deeper into your being, beyond thoughts and beyond any concepts. Experience the essence of your existence, which is pure awareness that lies beyond the limitations of ego, mental and worldly attachments. You are that pure energy, pure consciousness, Shiva and Shakti. Sit here in silence for the next few minutes to come. As we conclude this meditation, take a moment to reflect on your experience. Notice any insights or shifts in your awareness. Remember that all your suffering comes from the bondages that you have created for yourselves. And set it in while of who you are Who am I? Is a very powerful tool for self-discovery and liberation from these bondages. Thank you for joining me today on day 3 of Anubhava, experiencing the divinity within. Rub the palms of your hands together, generating heat. Put them over your eyes, your face. Shifting yourself towards the head, coming down the head, towards the neck, and coming into a pose of Namaste at the heart center. Breathe in deep. You repeat after me. Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe it deep. Om Madreya Namah. Gently, gently open your eyes.
You're ready. Great.
Thank you for joining in to today's session. Tomorrow, we will look into the most efficient practices of Trikatantra or Kashmiri Shaivism to break from these bondages. Tomorrow, we will embark on the journey of Mantra, Tantra, and Yantra. Thank you for today. That will be all. Om Namah Shivaya.